Now, what people don't know is that the soul of a business is marketing, promotion, especially even now. You can go to the bank, borrow money, save up money to start a business, invest in a product, make sure your product is coming out really well. At the end of the day, until that product gets to the market and gets to the people who really need it, and then they appreciate the product for what it is and are willing to exchange money for it, you can't say you're in business yet. Because at the end of the day, business must be yielding profit. So I was having a conversation with somebody earlier on. Now he's in business, so he's having a challenge with fixing the proper price for his product. Obviously, he spent a lot of money, time, a lot of investment in putting quality products out there, and now he's having a challenge with people paying for the product. Basically, customers think that his prices are too high. It can't go down because he believes that the products are actually worth what they are sold for, and is now considering shutting down. And we're having a conversation, and I told him shutting down wasn't an option. Now, you really need to listen to the more that I'm going to say now, because this is why small businesses shut down. Now, a lot of businesses that start gets to fold up. Like statistically, a large percentage of businesses that get to start shut down before they even take off. Now, this is not just a Nigerian phenomenon, it's a global phenomenon. Now, I was telling him the way to succeed in business is to do what big brands do. Now, why should you listen to me? The much I'm saying are principles that I've tried in some of the business ventures I've actually taken up here and there over the years. I've learned by experience. So one of the things I've done over the years is to watch and pay careful attention to what big brands are doing. Now, if you're a business person, the need for you to pay attention to what big brands do cannot be overemphasized. Of course, why shouldn't you? There's a reason why they're still in business. There's a reason why they've been in business for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. So you should watch what big brands do. And you know what? These things are not even some rocket science. There are things you probably thought of and just didn't give it any serious consideration. There are little practices here and there. So I was basically telling him, you can't shut down. Then I asked him, how well have you done with marketing? Have you really done proper promotion of the product? Because yeah, you may say people are not paying the price for the quality you're putting out there, but that may not exactly be true. And I told him, hey, you just have not found the market. The people who would value your product, like value the quality you're putting out there, and be willing to pay the price for the product. That's the challenge you're having, not that people are not willing to pay. So I asked, how well have you done your marketing? How much have you invested in marketing? And guess what? It's really not done so much. You're putting that quality out there. You even have to borrow some money, to invest in the product to make sure that it's, putting out standard. For him, it's all about quality. If he must be in business, he must put that quality out there. And that's a great philosophy. So now that you have spent time, spent resources to put our quality out there, why do you just want to shut down like that? Come on. Now, what people don't know is that the soul of a business is marketing, promotion, especially even now. It's always been like that anyways. You can go to the bank, borrow money, save up money to start a business, invest in a product, make sure your product is coming out really well. At the end of the day, until that product gets to the market and gets to the people who really need it, and then they appreciate the product for what it is and are willing to exchange money for it, you can't say you're in business yet. Yeah, you can't say you're in business, because at the end of the day, business must be yielding profit. Of course, the product must get to the end user and they get to really appreciate it for the value that you are putting out. But again, they must be willing to, exchange money for it. That's how we know that they're actually getting value, So it's okay to put out products, wonderful products, but it's even much more work to get those products to reach the right market so that it can be properly appreciated, and then money can eventually be exchanged for the value. And this is where I want all of you entrepreneur, business people, whether small scale, medium scale, even if it's just a petty business, of course you are going to scale up over time. Now listen to this. Marketing, promotion is the key. You definitely find your market. Do what big brands are doing. Very key, very important. So I told me, hey, you have to invest in marketing. You have to invest in promotion, ads, advertisement. Yeah, we're going back to ads again. And then we're talking about marketing and advertisement nowadays. Of course, we are looking at social media. Social media comes on top. Social media comes on top. Social media is the first consideration. In fact, right now, if you really want to sell products and services and then you're planning your promotion campaign, social media comes on top. The market is on social media. I say that again. The market is on social media. You should pay me for that. I want to take it for granted that everybody actually knows that. The market is on social media. Now hold that and hold that to your chest. The market is on social media. The market is on social media. Now people are buying on social media. Don't despise social media. So as you're planning your marketing, planning your promotion, marketing strategy, and marketing campaign, your ad campaign, social media must take a significant part of the resources you are putting into promotions. But now, this is the real deal in this video, in this conversation today. And I want you to really listen to this. I don't mind calling it a secret. As much as I tell you social media comes on top, but beyond that, of course you're going to invest in social media. Now, there's even one aspect of marketing and promotions that people are not really giving proper consideration because of the innovations in technology. Now, don't make that mistake. Local media is still a big deal. Local media is still a big deal. And when I say local media, I mean radio, TV, radio most especially. People listen to radio. Now, looking at it from the Nigerian perspective, I tell you the truth, by observation, I have discovered that people still listen to radio. So as you're planning your promotions and marketing campaign, I advise you to make plans for radio, at least radio, maybe not local TV. Local TVs don't have the impact that radios have. A lot of people watch satellite TV now, cable TV. So the patronage across board, ages, has really dropped, especially amongst young people for TV. But radio, a lot of people listen to it. In fact, it appears that the audience, radio listeners, continue to increase by the day. I have my own explanation for that. In Nigeria, young people precisely, are increasingly embracing entrepreneurship. People are setting up businesses. People are no longer in for the job thing. Now you finish school, you're going to look for a job. Increasingly, young people are embracing business and entrepreneurship. They are setting up businesses here and there. Though small scale, that's great. Of course, you're going to scale up. So you have one fashion designing shop there. You have one welding shop there. You have one tech office there. You have one photography shop, videography office here and there. And all of those kinds of businesses setting up. Now, that has increased the audience for radio. So as business people are attending to their daily task, they usually would have radio aside. They usually want to have something on the side to keep them entertained, keep them informed. And radio has become really useful in that regard. So increasingly people are listening to radio, especially young people. So as you are considering internet and social media for your marketing and promotions, make provisions for radio too. And you're going to thank me later. And why should you do that? The market is there. People are listening to radio. They will get to hear you and they will get to hear the much that you're putting out there, whether products or services. So I'll say it again, make provision for radio. I can't possibly exhaust everything in this video. Going forward, I'll be doing a lot of content on possible ways to put your business and services out there. I'm talking about promotions, possible ways you can use to promote yourself, your business, your products, your services, the methods that are working, some of that stuff that people don't know that really works, that probably will be affordable for you. So we're talking about cutting costs. So back to my friend. So I told him you have to invest in promotions, you have to invest in marketing. And he said, well, I've spent a whole lot putting quality products out there. I really don't have the money to invest in marketing right now. Actually, that's the wrong mentality. You can't spend so much effort in getting quality products in the market and not be willing to invest in promotions. Then he said, what do I do? You're going to have to raise some funds. It's worth it. In the same way you probably saved up or you borrowed money, you should raise some funds to put in marketing. It's too crucial. Like I said, marketing is the real deal. Once you use creating a product or service with lots of value and then you don't have the wherewithal to take it to the right market, come on. So marketing and promotion is a big deal now. And you know what? It really doesn't matter at what level you're operating now in business, whether small scale, medium scale, big brand, it really doesn't matter anymore because the competition is huge out there. So everybody is looking for ways to put themselves in the minds of people so that when they need anything that you're offering, you'll be in the conversation. You'll be in their minds, you'll be in the list. Basically in business and in reaching the target market, everybody is fighting for space in the minds of the average consumer. That is the game. So you can't afford to slack. So I've talked about two major things now. I've talked about marketing and promotions, big deal. And in marketing and promotion, I've talked about internet, of course, social media. A large chunk of your budget should go to that. And then I've told you a secret, local media, radio and TV. The radio outfits and television stations within your localities, they can still do a lot of work in terms of promotions and marketing. So do not despise them, use them. Now try it out and you'll thank me later. I've talked about internet, social media, then I've talked about local TV, which I consider a secret. You should pay me for that. Local media, radio, TV, but if you must choose one between the two, go for radio. Well, if you have some extra money to spare, take it a bit further and add local TV too. But again, if you must choose one, go for radio. So if you are on social media big time and then you add radio, you are going to sell you are going to find your target market. So it's not about the price. Feel free to name your price. Cost of production is really high nowadays, especially if you're in Nigeria. The dollar to naira exchange rate is crazy. So you want to be able to name a good price so you can remain in production or remain in business and still be able to make some decent profit. Of course, there's recurrent expenditure. You're going to have to pay staff if you probably have people to pay. And then we're talking about marketing and that costs some money. So you want to be able to name a good price so you can recoup cost of production and still get some profit. So if you're sure that you're putting real quality out there, don't be afraid to name your price. Just take your products to the market. Find the right market for your product. So you can't say you're not selling until you have invested in promotions, in marketing. Marketing promotion is the real deal. In fact, I'll call it the soul of business now. Yeah. So basically, that's what big brands do. They invest in marketing. They invest in promotion. Come on, look at all of the prominent brands. You probably wonder why they still spend so much money, on ads. You don't want to see their ad budget. It's huge. The biggest of the brands, the Coca-Colas of this world, all the tech giants, the automobiles, you don't want to see their ad budget. It's huge. So why do you think you survive in the market if you're not putting something decent into ads? Again, I'll tell you, do what big brands are doing. You want to succeed in business? Copy what big brands are doing. There's a whole lot I will say in this regard subsequently. A number of other videos coming up, and we'll get to look at a number of other issues as it relates to marketing, promotion, looking at what big brands do and how you can copy and scale up your business and find target markets and get to sell more and really grow in business. So you can't say I don't have money. Of course you have to get money. Now let me tell you another secret. Don't tell no one. Big brands even borrow to advertise. Big brands borrow to invest in marketing. Yeah, they do. Just like business people borrow money to start businesses, to invest in products and services, big brands, existing brands, actually go to the banks to borrow money just to invest in marketing. Basically, what they're doing is they're trying to buy customers. Now, I'll talk about that in another video. Buying customers is another strategy that you're going to have to copy from big brands. They use it a lot, buying customers. So you don't say, oh, I don't have money to invest. I don't have money to invest in ads. Go get some money, even if you have to borrow. And if you have faith, if you have confidence in the quality of the products and services you're putting out, come on, you make the money back. You make it back. But you see, you first have to find the people who would be willing to exchange money for what you're putting out there. You first have to find the target market and go there and play, because there's a lot of competition out there. You can't afford to slack for one moment. You can't afford to slack for one moment. So you get what I'm trying to say? Get money, even if you have to borrow, invest in promotions and marketing. Very crucial. Very crucial. So I've talked about internet, social media. So you're planning your promotion and marketing strategy and your ad budget. Internet and social media is number one. Then consider local media. And when I say local media, I mean radio and TV. Your local radio and TV within your vicinity. Don't consider their use out of date. No. They are still very relevant, especially as it affects selling to the market within your locality. Come on, you want to take the market in your locality before you even venture out. So local media is very useful in that regard. Radio, most especially, then you can add TV if you can afford to do that. But if you must choose one, when it comes to local media, choose radio. Increasingly, people are listening to radio, even young people. So go try this out. Trust me, you will find the market, you will sell your products. As we work hard to produce quality products and services, let's also do the needful to make sure that these products and services are getting to the target market. That's where promotion and marketing comes in. And look at what big brands are doing, copy what they're doing, and trust me, you'll do well in business. Now, look out for my next video. I'm going to be talking about other possible ways you can promote and market your products and services without necessarily spending much. Now, I'm not talking about internet now. I'm not even talking about your local media now. You want to look out for that video. You want to see that video. So for those of you who say, oh, I don't have the money to invest in marketing. Yeah, of course, I did say you're going to have to look for the money. But that notwithstanding, because I want to help, I want to see you succeed. Because I'm in business too. I want to see you succeed. I don't want to leave you stranded. So I'm going to show you some other ways that are very cost effective. In fact, some of them you don't even have to spend money. And they are really useful in terms of reaching target markets, in terms of putting your products and services out there, getting people to really patronize. So look out for that video. It's a marketing secret. Let me do what YouTubers do. Subscribe to the channel, like, of course you're going to have to like. Please do like the video, because if you do, it helps the video to go far. It helps the algorithm to show this video to many more people. And then how about a share? That would be some extra favor. please share the video if you've gotten some value. That would be some extra favor for me, and I really would appreciate. So I'll leave you with this. Business is the key. Entrepreneurship is the way to go. Talking about wealth creation, talking about financial freedom, talking about adding value to the economy. We must think business, we must live business, we must wake up to do business, we must sleep in business. My name is Epe Cole Amadin. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.